about to go off. I'm about to go off. I'm having a horrible day, okay? In case you missed the title, Ashley. And I'm gonna sit here and rant. And I'm waiting for some important emails. And they better come to me. And it better not be Nancy. And this, by the way, this is not like buffoonery and stuff. If you want to see that, go to my new channel, my new daily channel. It's called Nikocado Shorts. Thank you. We finally got 30K. I posted 5 times over the past 2 days, so go watch them. Anyways, this is kind of reoccurring from my last rant from last week, or 5 days, 6 days ago. People love to shift blame onto others. People do it all the time. And I don't know. When I was a child, I thought that grown-ups did the right thing. They told the truth. This person lied to me. I'm going to get into that in a second. People did the right thing. They told the truth. And they got along. Now, obviously, I'm an adult now. The whole world fights about every little thing. But man, I sometimes feel like I'm the mature one. Me, scooter riding, beanbag riding, getting fat and not knowing why, and a water weight crying, boo-hooing on the scooter while dining. Nikocado. That person is more mature than these professionals. I just got you guys. Wait till I tell you. I have gotten some really disgusting phone calls. Want to know what's really going on? Watch my life in an unfiltered way? Click the link below and follow my Patreon for mukbangs and drama. Not allowed on YouTube. Link below. And all these pointless meetings that do nothing. Horrible phone calls lately in my life. Now, I do a lot of things outside YouTube, obviously, you guys know. Well, I'm really tired of being blamed for things that I didn't start. I never caused. I followed instructions. And people are being two-faced, and also people are lying. People are lying to me. These are grown people. And they're like, well, and oh, they just love to talk themselves up. Like, well, I'm so wonderful. Look at all my 5 stars. You know what's crazy? Let me tell you a little story. One time, I've had many lawyers for multiple different things, okay? We're with Nancy now. She has high retainers, but she's a litigator. She's a tiger in the courtroom, and she gets stuff done, and she doesn't play around. And so I prefer that. I prefer the extra expense to have things done right, because that's what you do, right? Well, anyways, one time I had this one lawyer. Now, look, this is a little thing for you guys, because sometimes if you ever need one, and there's a lot of different types, but if you need one for something, where do you find them? You Google. Where do you go to Abbie or something like that, and you read the reviews, okay? Most people make decisions about what they purchase on Amazon because of the reviews. What car they purchase because of the reviews. What thing they buy because of the reviews. Who they work with and pay money to do things to help them because of the reviews. That really helps people make an educated decision, an educated choice in life, right? So I read these reviews for this lawyer, and they were just wonderful, 5 stars, amazing, efficient, succinct, you know, didn't overcharge, didn't overtalk, did it right, yada, 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 yada. This, and I've had wonderful, wonderful experiences. This was a bad experience. Not so much with the lawyer, but everyone else involved. The secretary of the office, the person who picked up the phone, the one that, you know, does the drafting because they're cheaper. Oh my God. Oh. And they lied. And they lied. They lied. And these people, I'm thinking like, this represents you and your business. This represents you and your business. And these are the people you put to represent your business. And I come to find out when I completed the thing, we finished it, even with all the errors and the bumps in the roads and the cockiness, the attitude. Guess what? I received an email that says, thank you for working with us. We're closing the case. If you leave a 5-star review for us, we will give you $30 back. Now, will that influence people in this world who are struggling for money? Don't you think that would influence people to spend the time to maybe, I don't know, morph or mold or change or twist or move? Yeah. Their true experiences are now influenced by money. Their true thoughts, feelings, opinions are now influenced by money. And when people like you go on Google and read reviews for stuff, and you see all these great reviews, and you're like, oh, and they must be amazing. How would you like to be told that they were all paid to do that? You know, they were emotionally swayed. Yoo-hoo, look at this $25 bill. Yoo-hoo. Well, there's no such thing as a $25 bill. You know what I mean? Here's two 20s. Take it, you want it. Here's a 20 and a 10. I'll give it to you. Just tell everyone how good this was. And that's been with lawyers. Most don't do that because that's super unethical. Super unethical. Super. It's not right. It's like if I come here and talk about these pair of scissors and why they're better than other scissors. And I'm going into it and da-da-da. And then a bunch of you go out and buy the scissors. Well, how about if I really don't like the scissors and they don't really cut very well? And they break very often, and you can go like this, and they're dangerous. And how would you like to be to find out that I was paid money to tell you these things, to influence you to do something? That's why there's laws now, especially on YouTube. They're called FTC. You're supposed to disclose, hey, you know, I'm sponsored today. You know, I'm sponsored, so I'm letting you know that they're paying me to help sell something. And I disclose that. I might still really like the thing, but there is some influence. It's not going to be 100%. And that's why that disclosure is important. A lot of people, they'll hear it and they'll keep watching. Some people, they'll hear, I was waiting for an email. Some people will hear it and be like, I'm going to take this with a grain of salt. It's not who I was waiting for. Cheapers, creepers. Well, this happened at this, and I'm just like, okay. And it even happens on basic things like on Amazon. One time I bought these vitamins. You guys know I'm always going through vitamins. I'm not going to tell you which one. Okay, we're not company shaming. These are just story times. I could be making it up for all you know. Okay, just there's my disclosure. I'm here just telling you stories. Well, one time I got some vitamins that had lots of reviews and lots of stars. I'm like, oh, these must be popular. That's what you think. You don't have the time to really investigate with a magnifying glass. Hire detectives to see, are these bots, are these real reviews, are they verified customers? No. You see the 5 stars, you see the reviews, and you're like, okay, buy it. And then I got the product. It was whatever. Vitamin. I mean, it's really kind of hard to tell if the vitamins are working unless you're getting, you know, blood work or urine work, or you're monitoring it with a dietitian or a doctor. Who knows? Most people don't do that. They take their multivitamin and assume what's in there. It says it's in there, and they assume that it's working. You know, you're absorbing it, you're utilizing it. You just kind of have to assume. Well, then I got an email from the company outside of Amazon that was like, we heard you purchased our product. We would like to send you 2 new bottles for free, but you first have to leave a review and take a photo for us. And when we approve your review to go into Amazon, we'll send you the 2 free bottles. I have a little issue with that. And it's their right to say, you want to leave a nice review. But it cheapens the value of leaving a review and reading the reviews. 100%. And okay, the vitamin company did it. Still bad in my opinion, but they did it. Okay. But now what happens when this happens in the professional world? The professional world, where things are thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Thousands of dollars. And these types of things take place. Okay. You think that's okay? And this is the tip of the iceberg. See, I'm also mad about a few different things, actually. It really... I'm just shocked. You know, I know I'm only in my 20s. I look like I'm 50 because I'm fat and sick. Whatever. But... it's just this continual wake-up call. It's this life lesson that people are sales pitchy people. They will... listen, the biggest place you see this is at the car dealership. They're like seagulls. Like, oh, you know, they want that signature. Sign on the dotted line. They will... and it takes skill. Some are really talented at it. They can really sell you stuff. And then some, it takes a lot of practice. But it's just a horrible feeling when you realize what's happened to you. And this happens every once in a while to me, different things. And I was talking to my family about this. And they're like, this is a thing in society. This has always been a thing. They're like, when we were your age, we didn't even have computers. You had to go by word of mouth. And again, there wasn't even that much protection for like disclosing if you were paid to say something or you're. It's just. I'm gonna get into this. I'm gonna go get some food. This is the tip of the iceberg. And I'm back, and of course, let's just add to my rant, shall we? Let's just add to people not doing a good job at what they're supposed to do. I received this bag through the drive-thru. I don't know if you can tell, but there are 3 French fries. 3 French fries stuffed, skin tight. Can't even take it out, and it ripped. It ripped as they gave it to me. Oh, at least they filled it up all the way. Well, that one they did. 2, 3. You're gonna put 3 of these things in a bag this tiny. 1, 2, it ripped as she was giving it to me. And I said to her, I said, can I have another bag? She goes, we don't have any more. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. You don't have any more bags. There are all these cars there. And guess what came after these? These bags. And maybe they're running low. But then, you know, maybe a nice little gesture. Hey, sorry, I'm aware that this is gonna rip on your lap in the car. Just, we're running low, but I just want to give you a courtesy of a little warning. Be like, it's little stuff. No, it's just like, here you go. Here you go. And out pops all the French fries. I'm just, oh my God. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. And we have mozzarella sticks. We got 2 of them. Hopefully this is enough food. I got my 2 marinara. I'm gonna open up some. Well, yeah. I'm gonna do ketchup. Okay. I say ketchup. You say ketchup. All right. So hopefully this is enough food. I got 3 and 3 of either. I got 3 fully loaded fries and 3 chili cheese fries. Okay. This is a bad day, and I'm still ranting about unprofessionalism in this world. That literally pride themselves in being so professional. It's just like, oh my God, wait till you hear what I've been going through. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, bam! There we go. Things look nice because I made it look nice, thank you. I know what's happening here. Because I'm smart. This is not marinara, this is ketchup. Ketchup from Whataburger. Had that a couple days ago. So, in case you skipped the intro, I'm angry today. Furious. Which is why I have my red meltdown shirt on. But it's not one of those little like meltdowns about Orland leaving me, blah 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 blah. If you want to see that, go to my new channel, my new daily channel. This one's about to be canceled. It's called Nikocado Shorts, link down below. You guys, I'm angry. And let me tell you why. Ooh, look at this, look at this, look at this. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm so sick of people having so much pride in their work, so much pride in their reviews, and not delivering very well, and then blaming it on the client who paid, or outside factors that have a little role, but not as much as they want it to be. I'm also waiting for some important emails. I'll have to do this later. Anyways. Let's keep trying these French fries. Checkers is very expensive. This is very good. These ones are loaded fries. Cheese loaded. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And just like that, Nikocado avocado got full. No, I'm joking. That's very good. By the way, these things, everything you see here was $50. I know, I eat like a king over here. Alright, let's get back to ranting. Wait, let me fill up like a couple more bites, because I'm really liking this. It's so hard to be angry when you eat tasty things. Bad for the soul. But it's good for the mind to express yourself. You need that balance anyway. I hate those people who are like, oh, keep it to yourself. I mean, yeah, some things people should keep to themselves. And I also really don't like when people dwell in stuff for, you know, 10 years ago and say, oh, bring up stuff from 10 years ago. That's just annoying to me as well. Even if you're not in the wrong, and they are, you haven't done personal work for those 10 years. You want to be reincarnated into a bug? Okay, I suggest you start doing some work as a person. Want to know what's really going on? Watch my life in an unfiltered way? Click the link below and follow my Patreon for mukbangs and drama. Not allowed on YouTube. Link below. Oh, we don't know if that's true though. We don't know if that's a real thing. I don't know if I even believe in that, to be honest. Alright, let's go back to these. And then I'm going to keep ranting. Mmm. Let's try this side too. I like when they get really clumped like this. This is so good. So, let's rant. There are some people that just, they're so full of it. So full of it. And I'm sick of hearing about you boasting about how wonderful you are. There's another occurrence that happened, not that recently, but it's always a little sign when you're working with a professional person. And they remind you how nice they are, how wonderful they are. I would consider myself, it literally went like this, I would consider myself a nice person. I would consider myself a nice person. Ask anyone I know, they will tell you I'm honest, I'm efficient, I'm wonderful, I deliver great results. And also, I'm a wonderful person, if I can say so myself. Ask anyone I know, I am grounded, and I am kind. And I like to think of myself as a transparent, open, there's a sign too. When someone calls themselves transparent, shut your trap. And it's always these people who come across as like holier than thou that are literally the worst. This happened once before. I'm not gonna say who. Well, actually, I'm thinking about making a story time about that company. They would do all this smooth talk. I think people should have the right to know. You know, it's my freedom, my right to give a public review. It's something I paid for. Oh my God, they love talking about. They were using religion to justify some of the things they were doing that were not good. And they would say, but in God's goodwill, but God, well, God forbid this happened, and God this, God this. And you know, and it's like, you're using that word to do some shady stuff. It was some shady stuff. by saying that to people, which, by the way, never bring in politics or religion into business. Just don't. I literally just did a meeting with someone, and she's trying to talk about politics. Because, you know, here in Florida, it's very different than California with, like, the masks, for example. And she started going into that. I'm like, you don't know. Now, that's been politicized. But there's a lot of people that... Why bring it up? Trump said this, and Trump did this, and Trump did this. I'm literally calling you about a product. I don't care what your views are on policy or what a former president did. Where I'm literally on the phone talking about a product with you, and you're telling me your political views and all this stuff, and what you do believe and what you don't believe, what's been put out. I mean, I might agree with some of what she says, or all of what she says, or a piece of what she says, or most of what she says. That doesn't matter. That's not the place to... You could have alienated a person. You could have made them uncomfortable, like, oh, I'm not gonna work with you. You know what I mean? Like, why bother? Why bother? I mean, talk it amongst your friends or something, but potential clients... You're a crazy lady. You're crazy to do that. Or the guy I was thinking of. Religion. Well, God. What if I don't believe in God? What if I believe in Allah? Do you really want to go down that? Like, just sell the car. Just sell the car. Stop telling me about how you're such a great person. Trying to think I could, you know, build some trust so that when you give me this price that's marked up, I don't question it. Like, it's just gross. It's just gross. There's no need for that. Especially in this country, United States, where 35% of the population is atheist. 35%. Again, going back to what I said in the intro, I just feel sometimes like, wow. I was talking to my parents about this the other day. I was like, and they said, Nick, this is just the world. This is the world. People will upsell themselves. They'll boast about how great they are. Problems go wrong. They won't take responsibility. They'll blame it on other people. They'll make you feel bad. It always makes me think, do people actually fall for it? Are people that dumb? Some, yeah. Get enough dumb people to buy into whatever you're selling or promoting, and boom, you're successful. Like my channel. Like my channel. But this is entertainment, so I don't want to hear about manipulation. I'm not taking your money. I'm not trying to give you products. I'm not trying to do any of that. Excuse me, we're having some greens. Yeah, I promote my Cameo, but it's pretty simple. You pay me to make a video for you, personally. That's really it. Patreon, same thing. It's very... There's no hidden, like, markups, and it's just, ugh. This is great. This is also a lot of food. Finish this one. So So I'm just going through some rough times right now. I'm dealing with grown people. Grown people. Twice my age. Acting like kids on a playground. Like, just really strange behavior. And I'm sick of being blamed for things that I've never done. Or watching other people be blamed for things that they're not even involved with right now. The problem is here. I'm telling you the problem. And you want to say it's over here. And they remind me how great you are. It's just gross, sleazy behavior. I'm like, who's the adult? I mean, I'm an adult too. I'm a young adult, but it's amazing the things people can pull off in their lives. Doing bad work. Doing bad work. Which is fine to make mistakes. We all do. But then take ownership of it. Take ownership. If you can't tell, I'm angry. And I have some thoughts about the course of action here. Some very good thoughts. Nancy is on it. Nancy in the firm. You know, I love my managers. They get sent all my paperwork. They know everything. You know, we are coming up with something because I'm just, no. This is not okay. No, it's just not. I said to my parents the other day, I said, I'm like, man, I am being tested on my patience. I am being tested on judging people's characters or believing people the first time. The first time I should have been like, this is a sign of really bad stuff. This is a sign here. And they agree. They're like, totally. But I also believe in second chances and third chances and fourth chances and fifth chances, but it's just too much now. Excuse me. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I do know what to do, but I also don't, because there's a lot of different options. I'm just people. People are their own worst enemies. Sometimes people like to make enemies out of others, and it's like, no, you, ma'am, are the problem. You are the problem. You are the problem, and you can't see it because you have a little too much pride, and you're running a professional business, and you're acting like a child. A child. You are 5,000 times my age, and I can see what's happening. And just reoccurring over this person, the stories that I'm told from others This is not unique to me. This is not my fault or my issue. I'm eating a salad, so I don't get diabetes. Okay. Angry. And I've lost my appetite. I've barely eaten any food. All I've had was well, actually, that's like 2,000 calories. I've had 2,000 calories of fries. I should have had all 10,000. Okay, Nick. Okay, let's at least finish 2. We can add up those calories. Mom, excuse me. I ate an entire large mozzarella stick. Okay. 6 mozzarella, 7, 8. Actually, let's finish these. I got a cameo. Oh, it's 420. Huh? I got a cameo. If you guys saw my other video I posted today on Nikocado 3, me and Orlin, you know, we're going through stuff, you guys. We're going through stuff. I actually just posted while I'm making this video, so this is like 5 hours before you see this. But you can tell. I'm at a point too where I'm just like exhausted. It's festering in my head. I don't know if you can tell. You probably can. Oh, I drink all my water. I have to take my vitamins. You probably can tell, which is good. I usually get a little quieter toward the end of these videos anyway because I'm getting very full, but still. 2 large fries, 1 chili cheese fries, and actually, that's the chili cheese fries. I didn't even go for it. I just went to fully loaded fries. That's where I went. I'm surprised I have not lost my hair. From these little waves of stress I get sometimes in my life. Like, the hair's still here. Oh, goodness. I would not mind going bald, though. You guys know. It's okay. But it's one of those things you just kind of like learn to love once it's happened. And you're like, well, I have no choice. Let's learn to love it. But if you have the choice, 99.9, well, I think, okay, most people. I think there are thousands of people on earth that prefer to be bald. And there's a lot of people that love bald guys. I love bald guys, but people tend to be like, oh, well, I like it on others, not me. For example, my weight. I'm like, this belly, this double chin, ow. But then I look at other people, I'm like, oh, that looks really, I love a big, big, big man. But not for me, though. Not for me, for him. You know, so that happens a lot. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I'm gonna get going. I'm very, very upset and stressed. It's clearly showing here on my channel. And depending on how things go, you'll know more or you won't know anymore. It depends. Depends what happens, truly. How I'm spoken to, what's done. That's all that's what I'm gonna say about that. And this is on top of another thing that I've been stressed about, which I'm not, it's a whole other thing, which is on top of the third thing. I think honestly, there's only 2 people that I'm doing stuff with. And now, I'm not talking about my doctor and dentist. But everyone thinks when I do these story times, I'm talking about my doctor. Because of my diabetes, okay. My heart disease, okay. You guys, I'm not saying right now. But there's other people that are fine. I think just for the most part, people are, there's just brain drain going on. I think people are, they, in a way, I hate to say it, like that there's this whole thing happening that's slowed down society. Especially the big companies, such as the phone bills, the internet bills, the big, you know, the monthly bills, the huge companies. Something goes wrong and they don't have to rush to fix it. There's an easy thing to blame it on. We can't get there for 2 weeks, sir. We can't fix that for 4 weeks, sir. We are backed up because of this. Which is true, they probably are. But I think that's a great way to stretch it out. Sometimes people, if they're upset by something, again, this whole conversation I've had today is about paying for stuff, not getting it, and not being done right the first time. When things are done wrong, they're blamed to other people, no one takes accountability, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's just a recurring theme in the society. Well, I'm not a Karen, by the way. I'm not going in places and saying, there's no unrealistic expectations based on, if you knew, you would know. What was I going to say about this whole, but the companies, yeah. So I just have this hunch, this feeling that people like to blame stuff. They have something they can blame everything on now. And yes, there's certainly an element here where you know what is going around is causing issues. Definitely. But there's some people that take advantage of that. There's some companies, some things, and I'm not saying anything in particular because you never really know. But some of them you can kind of figure like, this, well, aren't you happy? They'll still collect the monthly thing. They, you know, I can't be like, well, I'm going to delay my money. No. I have to still be punctual on my end. You know, you didn't forget to charge me. You didn't forget to take all the money. You didn't forget that part. It wasn't too hard to employ the people to sit and do that. You know, but it was too hard to send someone out when it's not working. But now I'm paying for something that hasn't worked for, you know, 13, 14, 15 days. And you say someone can't get here for another 3 weeks, you know. How convenient. Well, then maybe I should forget to pay. How about that? It's like, oh, I just feel like some things, some people, some companies take advantage of that. That's my opinion. Maybe you guys can leave some comments down below if you've ever experienced, because of this situation, where people say, and I get, with like stuff coming out of China, our clothes, our items, things that are manufactured overseas, the shipping, transportation. I get, that's obvious that there's delays there. I'm talking about like people here on the ground trying to do stuff. You know, the plumber, where's the plumber? The plumber can't come. Well, because of, you know what, he can't come anymore. Okay, well, does he have it? No. Does he need the pipes? No. Home Depot has it. Okay, well, so why can't the plumber come? Because of you know what, he just can't. So he it's just okay. Thanks for listening to my rant, I guess. I feel like most people aren't even here right now. They're probably like, Nick, shut up. And when I say most people, I say, you know, 150,000. But there's still 50,000 other people still here that made it to the end. You realize that, right? On my analytics, it says the average watch time's like 12 to 16 minutes, depending on the video. So, okay, let's average 15 minutes per video. But I get about 200,000 people per video after it sits for about a week or so. Sometimes more, sometimes a little less, sometimes a lot less, sometimes it's 130, 140 on this channel. But that's after a week. Okay, whatever. The average clump is around the 200s. So when it says 50% of people watch that, and then it shows me how many people went to the end, we're talking tens and tens of thousands of people. So I'm always like, no one's here. No one's here. Oh my God, I'm talking to myself. But there's actually a lot of you here. It's like when I'm like, leave a comment, and someone says, eat Indian food. And then everyone says, yes, eat Indian food. And then people like it up, and it has 80 comments, or 80 thumbs ups, or 800 thumbs ups. Eat Indian food, eat Indian food. I go to my Twitter, my Instagram. I'm like, what should I do? On TikTok, eat Indian food. Okay, everyone wants Indian food. And then I make Indian food video and I post it. And my analytics say 58% people chose not to click this. I'm like, well, everyone said it. And then I realized, oh, I had over 100 or 200 comments under my video requesting Indian food, but 200 people out of 200,000 people. That's 0.0005%. Even if I had 3,000 comments that every single person asked for Indian food, that is still the top 1%, top 2% of all my viewers. The top 3%, let's be very liberal, the top 3%. And they're, but what about the 90? You saw that, right? Yeah. I count back. What about the other 97%? People? I don't know. Okay. So, why did I bring this up? I don't even know. Oh, I wanted to thank you for listening. And I say no one's here, but there's a lot of people here. Thank you to everyone who listened to the end and played this in their background while they drove to work, sitting in traffic. I feel bad for the people in Los Angeles. I just had a meeting with someone I just like finance stuff, and she was talking about, she did a trip there because she's not from there, and she's like, oh well, blah, 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 blah. We were talking about different things, and you know, she does YouTube, so that's how I even got to know her. And I've seen her YouTube videos and stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, she's really good with numbers. Let me try to connect with her. I emailed her, and we've talked a little bit here and there. And then she told me about like Los Angeles and the traffic. She's like, I went there to visit, and like, let me tell you, I would spend 3 hours going from here to here. That was not fun, and then I have to get 3 hours back. And she's like, everything was like dry. I'm like, yeah, it's desertification. It's gonna get even worse. There's people that think in 80 years it's inhabitable. Who knows what's gonna happen there? But as it stands now, I find it barely habitable. It's just too many people, too many smog, too much pollution, too much ego, too much pride, too much homeless, too much wasted money, pocketed money, too much corruption. It's too much. Earthquakes are on the way, and there's no water, and there's fires, and there's no more money because they took all the taxes. They're the highest taxing place in the whole country. Oh, Nick, you should go to Hollywood with all the other YouTubers. Nick, you should go to California. I say, you should use your mind a little bit. That's not a nice place for me. I feel bad for the people that are stuck there too. People, there could be fires every day in the center of that place. And people would still say, there are people that will stay because they have no choice. But it's this great idea, like, let's pick up and move. But a lot of people just don't do it because of family and jobs and change. People are scared of change. I'm a Taurus. I hate change. Hate change. I'll deal with it. But if I have the option not to have change, I don't like change. That's one of my faults in my personality. And I don't know if I believe in that whole horoscope crap. Taurus, he likes this, he does this. I don't know. But yeah, I don't like change. Well, thank you for listening. I'm gonna get going. It was nice catching up. I'm not okay. I'm having another bad day. And that's it. I'm gonna go drink some water, take my vitamins. And I'll see ya everywhere else on the internet. I'll see you on my new channel, Nikocado Shorts. Go watch some of the clips. They're so funny. Bye. Hi, it's me. I'd like to thank all my patrons for supporting this video, and an even bigger thank you to my executive producers, Jamie Babycado, Princess Abbie, and C Butter. If you'd like to support my channel a little bit extra, or if you just want to see the real, unfiltered side of these videos, click the link in the description box and consider joining all of us over on Patreon. You'll get to see weekly videos and a much more candid side of me. Oh, and by the way, you have to be a grown-up to follow. Patreon's really for my closest followers only, and new openings become available on a first-come, first-served basis. So if you see an opening, hurry up. And if you want to hear from me personally, get yourself a video directly from me on Cameo, where I can surprise you with a video straight to your phone or your computer. You can also hire me to tell off your friend. If you want more, check out my merch store and get yourself a Waterweight t-shirt. Patreon, Cameo, and merch are all linked in the description box. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.